Today, the Federal Railroad Administration revealed its ambitious proposal for a major high-speed rail overhaul here in the Northeast. And we've learned Rhode Island is part of the plan. Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian joins us now with the details that are new at 5.
Well, Shannon, there were concerns that Providence might be bypassed by a new high-speed rail line connecting Boston and New York. But today we've learned the federal government has heard those concerns loud and clear. A proposal to bypass Rhode Island with high-speed rail service scrapped.
Providence is so central to the Northeast Corridor, it can never be ignored, abandoned, or bypassed.
Senator Jack Reed, ranking member of the Senate Transportation Appropriations Subcommittee, tells Eyewitness News he was a vocal opponent of plans to skirt the state.
One of the key points that we've made emphatically is that Providence Station has to be a key part of the Northeast Corridor, and that's been accepted by the Secretary of Transportation and everyone else.
In May, Reed addressed Transportation Secretary Anthony Foxx directly about the issue and received this response.
I see no future where Rhode Island gets bypassed.
On Friday, the federal government stayed true to their word, unveiling a proposal to increase the speed of trains between Boston and Washington while keeping the existing route through Rhode Island. Federal railroad administrators even mentioned Providence specifically when announcing the proposal, saying, quote, "We need a corridor that provides more options and more trains for commuters, one that allows for seamless travel between the nation's capital and New York and Providence and Boston." A spokesman for the FRA says all stations in Rhode Island that currently have Amtrak service will maintain it. And coming up new at 6, we'll dive into the specifics of this proposal and tell you which communities could be seeing new railroad tracks built and just how fast those trains could be going. Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.
New at 6, we're learning more about plans for a major high-speed rail overhaul in the Northeast. We first told you about the plans and that Rhode Island would be part of them on Eyewitness News Live at 5. Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian is live with the details on that overhaul. New at 6.
Well, Shannon, we spoke with Senator Jack Reed about this proposal, which could see trains moving through Rhode Island at speeds up to 220 miles an hour. That's 70 miles an hour faster than the top speeds they can currently achieve. No plans to bypass Providence.
It has to be an integral part because of its importance, not only to Rhode Island, but to the whole region.
A proposal unveiled by the Federal Railroad Administration Friday no longer includes the potential Rhode Island would be bypassed by high-speed rail. Instead, it sees the addition of a new segment in South County and additional tracks in places like Warwick and Pawtucket. The Federal Railroad Administration says those changes could accommodate trains moving at speeds up to 220 miles an hour. The Railroad Administration says the improvements will decrease travel time between Boston and New York by about 45 minutes. But the overhaul is projected to cost upwards of $120 billion. And in addition to funding, it hinges on local approval and environmental impact studies.
This won't be done overnight because they want to do it.
And the proposal could also see additional services added at TF Green Airport and also wants to create a Pawtucket rail station. For more details on this plan, you can head to our website, WPRI.com. Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.